This was my second woodworking project ever, and I got it sold in 2 days. Being that the first bed took about a week to build, I wanted to build this one faster and simultaneously make it look and function better. So this is how the first one came out. Now from 10 feet away, it looks great, but taking a closer look reveals some imperfections that I'll work on with this second bed. I've always heard the saying, measure twice and cut once, and now I realize why it's so important. Cutting the wrong measurements can lead to spending more money on wood, and wood is not cheap. So remember, measure once and cut twice. It was only a week prior I didn't know about securing my material to the work surface and having a cutting guide for straight cuts. One thing that I also learned was not to cut through a knot in the wood. I learned that the hard way. Another change I made with this bed was to stain each piece of wood before I assembled it together. This way I didn't have to worry about the small nooks and crevices, and all the visible parts would be stained. With my makeshift staining applicator that my friend found on the internet, I learned how to stain conservatively, and after a mellow afternoon of staining, it was complete. Because I was using pressure treated wood, I lined the inside with plastic. This way any chemicals from the wood wouldn't have a chance to seep into the soil once I started planting. Not entirely sure how true that is, but I didn't want to take any chances. Under the plastic I secured a mending plate just so the wood wouldn't bow out by the pressure of the soil. I also left something else.
You're my latest and my greatest, my latest, my greatest inspiration.
This evening I waited until the coolest part of the day, and still. For the caps, I wanted to make sure the 45-degree cuts were flush. After some finessing on each end, I got as close as I could. To make back the money I spent on materials, I put the bed up for sale on Facebook Marketplace. I was also eager to start another project and needed the space, so I wanted this bed gone ASAP. I decided to drop the price by $50 every day until it got sold. After 2 days, a nice man in a 96 Subaru Outback picked up the bed for his partner and was on his way. The bed sold for $50, and now I had the funds for another project. So what do y'all think I'm gonna build next?